Hello, everyone, and welcome to the studios here at Culpeper Media Network. My name is Jonathan Krawczyk, station manager, and we are joined by two amazing young ladies. They are co-chairs of the 4th of July Festival Committee. If we could, please welcome Ms. Winter Brachant and Rebecca Bennett. Rebecca, Winter, great to have you all here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So in the past, we've had this opportunity to bring some of the staff in and talk about what's coming up. Obviously, we are returning to 4th of July festivities once again for the holiday, and wanted to check in with you guys and you ladies, of course, and talk about the new stuff that's coming up and what's going to happen that day. I do have one quick question. How in the world did you two get roped into being co-chairs for the festival committee?
Well, this is, I think, my 6th year. I originally was voluntold by my job. I filled in as secretary for 2 years, and then I was co-chair and chair, and then Rebecca was the secretary for a few years, and she became the co-chair. So we've been working together for the past 2 years, putting the event together.
So she dragged you into it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. There's no use candy coating it.
Well, my organization got me in trouble to be the secretary, and then it just went downhill from there.
But here you are, co-chairing an event that thousands upon thousands enjoy every year. Now for you two, most of the things stay the same, but there's always seems to be something new. So I want to talk about that. But first off, I want to say, when it's all said and done, you have to be happy. When the fireworks end, folks go home knowing that you will help put on an amazing day.
Yeah, I would say all the stress leading up to the event and the planning, it goes away when you see everybody happy that day, kids, families, and even us. Like, we see it all come together as one, and I think it makes it worth it.
Yeah, definitely. And believe it or not, it's like the stress actually on the 4th isn't bad because everything's done.
Right.
Yeah.
We kind of just show up, make sure everything goes fine, but we've done all the planning, we've done all the necessary things to make it go well. So we just hope for the best, and it's actually a lot of fun.
And one of those things is making sure people know exactly what's going on.
Yes.
Now, if you could, let's just start with the whole day. The day is jam-packed from sunup to well after sundown. Would you like to start with the morning, or would you like to start with the morning?
Yeah, so the festivities kick off with the Freedom 5K that is put on by the Culpeper Baptist Church. We have a lot of runners that participate. We shut down streets, and they just run through Yale Park and all of that. And so that kicks off at 8:30 in the morning. So, yay, bright and early. And then from there, the car show on Davis Street, I believe, starts at 10. Yeah, 10. And then we have the park festivities that we have rock walls, inflatable obstacle courses, moon bounces, all of that starting also at 10? 11. Starts at 11.
Okay.
And then vendors in the park and a bunch of cool things.
Wait, so for the park things, the rock wall, the kayaks, the bounce house, stuff like that, what do I need to do for that? Do I need a ticket, or do I just show up?
You just show up.
But just show up for all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well then, all right. I have to make a note that is a very good thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
free.
And so as we continue through the day, one of the other things that we were talking about not too long ago is a patriotic presentation. Tell me a little bit about that.
So that will start at Yale Meadow Park, the Freedom Chapter Monument. We have usually an impersonator of George Washington, I believe it is this year. They will read the Declaration of Independence. We will have a ceremony. There'll be a leadership award given out. That is probably the main focal point, I believe, of the day for what 4th of July is all about, all-encompassing. So we hope everybody can enjoy that part. It's in the middle of the day, so you can play in the beginning, do some serious stuff, and then continue playing until 8 o'clock at night.
I do love the Charters of Freedom with the entire monument that was put there. It
Yes.
looks amazing, and it's a
Yes.
great focal point for the patriotic presentation.
Yes, I agree.
All right. So continuing on after the patriotic presentation, please, there's more, right?
There is always more.
I know. I love that answer. I love that answer.
So right after that, it'll be 2:30. On the Gardner Street side of the park, there will be a band performing, Steel Peach, and they will be performing from 2:30 to 6:30. It's a brand new band that we have hired this year, and we're looking forward to see the turnout and the feedback from everybody who attends.
I believe they played the Culpeper County Christmas party.
Yes.
And they did a really good job. I
Yes.
heard them, and I know they're going to be a great addition to the festivities.
Yes, very much looking forward to that.
All right. So a bunch of vendors, music in the park. I feel like there's something else after that, sometime after the music. What could that possibly be?
I think it's the fireworks.
You know, it wouldn't be 4th of July without those
I
fireworks.
think it's the fireworks. Yeah.
Best part.
Yeah, they are the best part for sure. Now, are they going? Where will they be setting them off? Where's a good place to view?
So we'll setting them off at Rockwater Park again this year. It's the highest point in the town. So our hopes is that if you're anywhere at a high point of the town, you can park and see them from there. I know that you cannot see them from Yamato Park, so make sure that you do find a spot a little bit more elevated than that. But we've had a really good turnout so far with people learning where to go. I believe the Culpeper Methodist Church was advertising that they are doing a barbecue cookout, and that people were more than welcome to join them for that.
Right across the street, large
Yes.
parking lot, that works out as well.
Yes.
So Rebecca, there has been a really big change towards technology this year. And I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to talk about that. What is the new thing that we're doing this year, which I think is an amazing addition because everybody and their mother has their cell phones. In fact, I think you hit yours somewhere on the floor here.
Don't be ratting me out. But yes, so we do have a really cool thing that was added this year, and it's actually an app for the 4th of July. So what we have are our normal sandwich boards that have the list of events. However, at the very bottom, there's a QR code that everybody can scan, and it takes them directly to our app, where it has everything listed, where to go, times, and all of that on it. And there is also a Spanish version on the other side, so we've reached all of our population in town.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you said it has the time listing maps and stuff like that?
Yes, we actually, thanks to our GIS team, Emily and Autumn, they actually did the app all internally as
Really?
well. Yes. And they have been really good about updating it with our sponsors. So all of them are listed on there. And they actually placed where each event is on a giant map that you can click and zoom in and go from there and find out where you want to go.
I know that's a great addition. Like I said, everybody has their cell phones now. And you're like, what's next? All you have to do is pull up the app, and there you are.
Exactly.
I think this is a phenomenal idea.
Yes.
Well, the problem is now you have to do it every year.
Yes, but we're very thankful that we sometimes we have members rotate. So we are thankful that GIS team added to our committee this year. It's a great surprise that she came up with it, and they made it look so easy. So thank you, Autumn. Thank you, Emily. We appreciate that. I couldn't have done it.
Now, you did mention one of the things that we have to say, you mentioned it when you were talking about the app, are the sponsors. There's no way that this could be done without, obviously, the volunteers, the chair committee, but also the sponsors as well. Are there some sponsors that we want to thank in particular?
Yes, there are. And we're very grateful because we actually have more sponsors than we have in the past. So that just means our event is growing. And without them, we wouldn't be able to continue to grow the events at the park and things like that because we have expanded. Our Minuteman sponsors are the town of Culpeper, the county of Culpeper, German P. Culver Jr. CPA, he does all of our accounting, and then the Culpeper Baptist Church.
Who runs the 5K for us, so that's awesome. Our Patriot sponsors are Wortman Mechanical, K&M Lawn and Garden, Cedar Mountain Stone, Communications Corporation of America, Riva Ridge Farm, Cherry Street Building Supply, TechBox Inc., Ardent Mills, Country Water Systems, Culpeper Cleaners, Popeyes, Express Copy and Graphics, and Kosh Imprints.
Now, look at that. Even with co-chairs of the committee, co-chairs reading the sponsors. My goodness, you two are a tandem team if ever I've seen one.
We try.
We do a good job, I think.
All right. So again, 4th of July festivities returning once again. I know the entirety of the town enjoys the festivities. I know not a lot of them understand how much work goes behind it, but obviously with you two at the helm, it's coming along very well.
Everybody on the committee does their portion, so without them, we couldn't do it. So it's not just a one-man team or a two-man team. It's a lot of us, and I'm very thankful for each one who contributes. All
right. Ladies, hold on one second. We're going to learn more about some festivities for the 4th of July events coming up right here in our beautiful downtown Culpeper. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one of the signature events of the 4th of July festivities in downtown Culpeper is, well, the car show. And joining us now to talk more about that is Shelley Burnham. Shelley, first off, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Now, for years and years and years, the car show has been an integral part of the 4th of July events. And now, very fitting, it's now sponsored by cars.
Isn't it great?
It is.
I have had the opportunity to meet some of the original founders that started the famous car show here in downtown Culpeper, and I have thanked them so much for all of the hard work and groundwork that they have done to make this such a successful show.
So when we talk cars, Tell me what CARS is, and well, we'll start with that. What is CARS?
CARS is an acronym, Christ-Centered Addiction Restoration Services. So CARS is a group that helps people who struggle with addiction and the family members, not just drugs and alcohol. There's a lot of different kinds of addiction we help people with. We offer support groups, and the restoration services are free. We offer restore meetings, like a 12-step meeting in 5 counties, and folks come on a weekly basis to our meetings.
I love that the fact, it's a shame that we need an organization like yours, but it's wonderful that we have it. So you've been in the area for a number of years. Well, first, if someone is interested in learning more about CARS, would you put them to a Facebook page, to a website?
Yes, that's a great question, because we definitely want to get the word out. That's part of why we're doing the car show, so that people know we're here to help and walk alongside them. So it's herestores.com.
Okay.
herestores.com. And then on Facebook, we had to go with He Restores VA.
Understood. So how did it come about that CARS has come to do the car show?
Well, I worked in radio for 30 years, and I love the whole marketing, publicity, fundraising idea. So when the acronym was CARS, about 5 years ago, I had the idea to do a car show. It just goes hand in hand.
It works very well.
And I had started planning it before COVID. I didn't know when or where we'd do it. I just started talking to people and saying, someday when we do a car show, will you be a part of it? And I just started putting together a big list. And then COVID happened. And then the year that the governor raised our restrictions, and it was in the spring, CRI announced they were not going to be able to do the car show in 2021. But I had already been doing a lot of the groundwork to get one going. So since the public was allowed to get together again, we decided this is it. We've been planning for this moment.
Yeah.
And we did a car show in 6 weeks
Oh,
in 2021. And it was at the Culpeper United Methodist Church. And it was so crowded. We were just so honored to be asked to bring it back to downtown for 2022. So last year, we brought the car show downtown. And we're so thankful CRI passed the baton to us, and to be able to work with the town to do a car show to let people know who we are, and that we walk alongside people struggling in addiction. So it's a fundraiser for the nonprofit.
All right, so last year, I mean, the first full year with 4th of July, we got a chance to look at it, and there were a lot of cars, a lot of folks, and it seemed like everything went well. I know behind the scenes, I'm sure there was some hiccups, because there always are.
You know what was amazing? The first year we did it, we had people from West Virginia who came. And they said, we go to a different car show every year for the 4th of July, but when we found out your cause, we wanted to be here because we have our own story. And we wanted to support what you're doing to help the community that struggles.
Well, having a good time and then making a difference doing that is, it's a rare opportunity. And here we are with 4th of July, this opportunity coming around again.
I've had people registering since May from 4 different states, and it's just so exciting that people are looking forward to it and coming from all over the place, and thousands of people are going to come to downtown Culpeper for beautiful cars, bikes, and trucks. It's just a great family time. So
what can we expect to see? I know we have the staples, the classics. Well, all of them are pretty much classics, but we have the staples and the classics, and I think you have featured cars.
Right. So when CRI was running the car show, they gave me a lot of great tips. They said, we started doing something where there's a feature each year. So we started with that last year with the Volkswagens, and that was a great group. And this year we have the Piedmont Corvette Club coming out as our featured club. So that's really exciting. They'll be parked in front of the depot.
Okay. So do we know approximately how many cars, bikes, trucks we're going to see?
About 200. That's just about all the space we have for show cars and vehicles. And another interesting thing we'll see this year are the rat rods.
Yes.
Which will be coming out, and some nice custom pieces, and just got email today some vehicles from 1941, 1929, all kinds of interesting things are going to be out. I'm not going to tell all my secrets.
You shouldn't. You got to save it for the day of.
Yeah.
And one of the things I love about the car show when I was there last year getting footage, and what I really enjoyed about it is that all the participants, you know, they're with their cars, and if you want to talk with them, they are so ready to engage with you, talk with you, answer all your questions. It was amazing seeing them get in dialogue with, you know, guys, ladies, and more so the kids. I thought it was just great. Everyone who comes out to that event seems to just be ready for a great day of fun.
Clean family fun, good community, just bringing everyone together, like you said, of all ages. And something fun that we did is the People's Choice Award. So you have an opportunity to vote on your favorite vehicle. And to see the couples that won and who are so happy and excited about what the public chose, that's definitely something we want to encourage the public to get involved in. Another thing that we started last year was the Town Council Award. So we've invited the mayor and all the town council to come vote, and then we give a beautiful trophy away on behalf of the best pick from the town council.
Well, you know somebody's going to complain about that. No, but you bring up a good point. We talk about People's Choice, Town Council Award, and when we were going through, there's, obviously the cars, bikes, and trucks are there, but there's a lot going on inside of that. You mentioned the People's Choice, you mentioned the Town Council Award. Anything else that one can expect?
Well, we'll have music all day long.
That's good.
We'll start, with the national anthem and bands. The Piedmont Community Band with the Winmore Foundation for the Arts, they'll be there in the morning with patriotic music, and just so wonderful to have a group of all ages, over 30 people, just participating in this community event. So there'll be music all day long.
So it's going to be a great time.
Great time, about 40 trophies.
Oh my.
Starting at 2:30, and we'll dismiss at 3.
If you have one for the dirtiest truck,
That's you?
I'm a shoo-in.
Okay, you got to be there before 10 to register.
Okay.
And then the public is 10 to 3.
All right, wonderful. So if I'm looking for additional information maybe that we haven't talked about, or if I wanted to ask you a question, what's the best way? Again, you mentioned the Facebook for Cars, the organization, but if I'm looking for additional information, we talked about the website for the town. Could I email you?
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. And appropriately enough, my email is carsculpeper@gmail.com.
Cars. Okay, I can do that.
Cars Culpeper.
All right, so again, Shelley, I really appreciate Cars taking over and doing a great job with the car show in downtown Culpeper. It's nice to see this event continue. Again, like a linchpin, or it really is one of the most important parts inside of the 4th of July festivities. I know folks are ready for a great time.
It's going to be fun.
All right. Shelley, thank you again for joining us. Now, ladies, I wanted you to hang around because, again, I wanted to say thank you for what you all do. I know it's a lot of work, but as we mentioned earlier in the program, when it all comes together, breathe a nice sigh of relief, see the smiles on the kids' faces and the parents' faces, knowing that you all did a great job and helped Culpeper celebrate 4th of July in a very perfect fashion.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
We look forward to everybody being out to celebrate with us.
All right, one more thing before we go. We talked about the app. If people are looking for more information, where would you direct them right now? I mean, obviously they could direct the app. If they wanted to maybe sponsor, maybe volunteer, or just get additional information, what's the best way? Would it be the website?
So we do have a website. It's on culpeperva.gov. There is a link at the top for 4th of July. And we also have our Facebook page, Town of Culpeper Government Facebook page, that is providing the QR code and additional information about all of the events happening.
Okay. Now, if we wanted to bother somebody directly, would I give them Diana's contact?
Yes.
Oh,
she's the direct
yeah.
point of contact, and then she'll divvy it out between all of us.
All right, so if you want to give Diana a hard time, you can call her at 829-8225. Ask her any questions you like regarding the upcoming 4th of July festivities. All right, ladies, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to come talk with us, doing all this great work. I know it's going to be a fantastic 4th of July.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And again, looking forward to seeing you all throughout the day for our 4th of July festivities. Again, download the app, log on, or give Diana a call. Either way, the information is there for you to take part in and join your community as we celebrate once again our 4th of July. Until we see you at the top of Rockwater Park for those fireworks, you have yourselves a great day and, of course, a better tomorrow.